For a lot of people living with renal failure, a transplant is the preferred long-term treatment option. A successful transplant gives your body a break from dialysis and returns you pretty much to normal life. The good news is that this is one area where things are improving all the time.
If we look back at the 1960s, maybe 10% of people's transplants worked, and now it's 90% are working at the end of the first year. And the average life expectancy of a transplanted kidney, even in the last few years, has risen from 7 years to 10 years.
If you're thinking about a transplant, the first step is to talk to your consultant, who'll go through the options of living donor or national transplant waiting list with you. Whatever your decision, it's important to stay as healthy as possible, so that if a transplant opportunity arises, you're fit enough to have the operation. I was on CAPD and then HD before I was lucky enough to have a transplant for my husband Keith. It was a bit of an emotional roller coaster for the whole family, but it was fantastic when we found that Keith was a good transplant match.
I really didn't think of it as too much of a hurdle to jump over, really. It was a natural thing to decide to do, and so we moved forward and we planned it.
How much do you want me to put in the pan?
A couple of tablespoons.
They were honest with us. They didn't want to keep anything from us, but it became so much part of our life that we didn't feel we needed to talk about it that much.
A couple of times they did come and require more detailed conversation on what would be happening to Daddy as well, and how would it work. Oh, and would they still get their Christmas presents? Because it was Christmas time.
We're both IT people, and in some respects we just looked at it as a project, and we worked our way through from step to step.
It's going to be difficult. What's a Hindu queen? Once it had happened, again, I could hardly believe it for a little while. I immediately felt a million times better than I had probably felt for 10 years. Even though I was sore, I just came out of a major surgery, I knew that I felt different. And we just went through, from there, a period of fairly swift recovery.
I was out of hospital within 3 days. I felt pretty good. As I say, I just, trouble, doing your shoelaces up and things like that. The most frustrating thing probably was being at home for a month and not being able to do anything.
Since then, things have slowly been getting back to normal. Now I've had the transplant though, I have to make sure I take my anti-rejection drugs every day, and that's something that will continue throughout the life of the donated kidney.
The potential for a person's own immune system to attack the kidney remains there throughout life, and it is quite possible, even having had a kidney for 10 or 20 years, if you forget to take the tablets, you can get rejection coming through and can lose the kidney.
It's been extremely rewarding experience from my perspective, because she really is back to normal now.
She seems a lot happier, she can eat a lot more, we can have a lot more fun.
We go shopping. Before I had to, watch her and be careful in case I tired her out, and now we just go and we have a great time.
It's just made a complete difference, and our family's a lot happier now.
You can't miss your daily anti-rejection drugs, so I set an alarm on my mobile phone and I don't switch it off until I've taken them. When you've had a transplant, skincare is really important. See a dermatologist and wear a hat and sunscreen throughout winter and summer. You might also be able to get your sunscreen on prescription.